Okay guys, in this video, does fasting burn belly fat, or how to burn belly fat with intermittent fasting? Now, I've lost over £100 and gone from this to this, and fasting played a huge part in me making that transformation. So let's get into it. Let's answer the question, does fasting burn belly fat? I'm Steve, this is Life at the White House. Let's get into it. Okay guys, now like normal, I've linked a few things down in the description, just some things that I think could help you out with weight loss, whether that be Fitbits or Bluetooth earbuds for when you're working out, or resistance bands, because no one's getting to the gym now. Yeah, anything like that will just be linked in the description, just to give you a little bit of an extra help if you're trying to lose a bit of weight, and it's all on Amazon, so it's easy for everyone. So if you're looking for a little bit of help, all that's just going to be linked in the description. Okay guys, for those of you that don't know, I'll just briefly run through what intermittent fasting is, and then we'll get on with the rest of the video. Okay, so with fasting you have an eating window and a fasting window. A common term you'll hear with intermittent fasting is something like a 16 and 8. Now 16 plus 8 is 24, and there's 24 hours in the day, and when people say a 16 and 8, that's how they're breaking the day down, and they're breaking that down into fasting and eating windows. So with a 16 and 8, you would have a 16-hour fast and an 8-hour eating window. Now it could look a little something like this. Your eating window would start at midday at 12, and it would open up so you'd be able to eat 2 or 3 good sized meals in your 8-hour eating window, and then at 8 p.m. that day your eating window would close and you would fast until midday or 12 the next day. And that's what a 16 and 8 is. And it is a similar thing for a 20 and 4. So instead of an 8-hour eating window, you're getting a 4-hour eating window, and so on like that. So 20 and 4, 24, and that's how you break up the day. 16 and 8. 16 and 8 is 24, and that's how you're breaking up the day again. And you can even do a 12 and 12, which is what I think a lot of people do normally, and that would be something like you have your last meal at 8 p.m. and you finish eating, and then you don't eat again until 8 a.m. your breakfast the next day. But that I think is what a lot of people do. But if you are trying to do that and you're trying to start with intermittent fasting, it may be something you want to start with, because it will stop you snacking on like little naughty things after you've had your last meal of the day from 8 p.m. to you go to bed. So you start to learn the routine and learn a little bit of discipline with it. So sometimes it's a good place to start, and then you can move up to your 16 and 8. So that is what intermittent fasting is. Okay, does fasting burn belly fat? Now when I was making this transformation, that was something that I was asking myself all the time, was how can I lose weight? And then the second thing I'd think of was how can I lose weight specifically around my midsection, around my middle, because it has always been, and still is to this day, a problem area for me. So as soon as I start gaining weight, the first place it will go is my middle, and the last place it will come off is my middle in my head. But in reality it's a little bit different, because your perceptions sometimes of your own self and how you look aren't what is reality. Let me explain. So think of yourself like an ice cube in a glass of water. Over time, if you're losing weight, the ice cube will reduce in size from all sides. So it'll get smaller and smaller and smaller. It won't just have a cave in on one side, okay, or the other side. It will gradually get smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, I mean, I'm not an expert on ice cubes, so I'm not sure if the area below the water gets smaller first. Maybe a bad analogy, but you understand where I'm coming from. If you're losing weight, you can't really spot reduce. And when you are losing weight and you are beginning to lose fat, it'll come off of everywhere, not just one particular area. Although that being said, you may notice a difference in some areas quicker than you would in others. So with me, if I've put on a few pounds and then I lose a few pounds again, the first area of change that I'll notice won't be my middle or my arms or my legs. It'll tend to be my face. So my jaw will be a lot more apparent, and I'll lose it on my face first, and that'll be the first change that I'll notice. But in reality, I am losing weight, or losing fat rather, in my chest, my belly, my legs, my arms, my face. It's just, that's where I notice it coming off first. So does it help? Does fasting help when you're losing belly fat? 100%, because you will be losing fat from all over the place. Okay, now how can fasting specifically help you with burning fat? Okay guys, so when we eat, insulin levels rise, and when we fast, they drop. Now when insulin levels are low, our body then has the ability to get our stored fat and use it as energy, which sounds great, right? And it is. Right, we can get our stored fat and start using that as energy. But that being said, I think there's a lot of people thinking that when they're doing intermittent fasting, during their eating window, they can eat whatever the hell they want and then they can still have a six-pack and lose that belly fat around the middle, as long as they're intermittent fasting. And that isn't the case. So always remember there is a calories in versus calories out equation. If you have 2,500 calories per day as your caloric maintenance, and what I mean by that is if you have 2,500 calories per day, and that's the amount of calories that is required to maintain your body weight, and whilst you're intermittent fasting, you have 5,000 calories, you're going to gain weight. There's no way around it. There's no shortcut. Intermittent fasting can help, but it can't help to that degree. So do bear that in mind. But when your insulin levels drop, the body can get at that stored fat and use it for energy. So that is why intermittent fasting is really, really good for burning that stored fat all over your body, including your belly. Okay guys, so does fasting burn belly fat? Yes, it does if you're coming in on a small calorie deficit, you're exercising, which is really important, and you're eating healthy, you're making smart decisions. So yes, it can help, because when we fast, the insulin levels drop, and that allows us then to gain access to our stored body fat and convert that into energy. Okay, so fasting can really help with things like this. But remember, if you're trying to lose weight, always trying to be in a calorie deficit. Not a mad one, not a crazy one, like 1,000 calorie deficit. That's nuts. Maybe like 200 or 300 calories below what is your maintenance, and then you'll slowly and safely start to lose weight. And if intermittent fasting isn't for you, that's okay. It isn't for everybody. It did work for me, and you know, I had great results with it. So that's why I encourage it, but it's not for everyone. So if it's not great for you, then that's fine. But if it's not right for you, do remember that being in a calorie deficit is going to be the most important thing, whether you're in intermittent fasting or whether you're not. And if you're trying to lose weight around your middle, being in a calorie deficit, you'll manage that. And as long as you're exercising, and I don't mean going nuts in the gym, you know, and hitting a strongman workout or running like Mo Farah, it can just be walking, you know, things like that. Things that just keep you physically active are going to help you no end. So if you're in a calorie deficit, you will begin to lose fat all over your body, including your belly. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to quickly say this is absolutely crazy. I can remember when I was saying thank you to 10 subscribers on the channel, and a couple of days ago we actually went over 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe that I'm saying that. It's crazy to say that 1,000 people have subscribed to the channel, and I love you for doing that. That's absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for doing that and being part of this community that we're building. And you know, when everyone's so positive in the comments and helping each other and encouraging each other, you know, and telling me about their weight loss journeys. And I love to hear about that and how much weight you've lost, or if maybe you're struggling a little bit and you need my advice in some area. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you in the comments and try and help you out a bit, and so is everyone else. And it's just so positive and just so amazing, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you subscribing to this channel and making it what it is. You know, I'm just a guy making videos on the internet and trying to help a few people, and 1,000 people. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and I can't believe it. Thank you so much. 1,000 subscribers. God, I don't know where we'll be this time next year or this time next month. But I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry about that, but it caught me a bit. Yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Steve. This is Life at the White House. Beware the donut goblin, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you did like it, please do drop a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more videos, click on the link on the left hand side, and if you've got any questions for me, leave them down there in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.